Chapter 22. Well, they found out that they are being drained by the children or the cob, and now they are wearing protection, and they have to find out who's doing it and what for. Chapter 22. It's so early when I wake up that it's dark outside. The Five of Pentacles is still on my chest, face down on my breastbone, indicating that I haven't moved at all in my sleep like a corpse. I grope for my dressing gown in the dark, trying to put my dream back together. It was an other Aaron dream. That's the head of the cob. An other fly on the wall moment from the incidental moments of his depressing life. This time we were at the ATM. That's the cash machine. This machine keeps saying that he had taken out the daily limit, and so he walked to another ATM and withdrew another 100. There, I look at the tarot card. Again, the two beggars outside the church. Okay, moneybags, I think. You are certainly not relying on handouts. Lily and I don't take any chances on the bus anymore, so every day we walk the 45 minutes to school. Hey, Lily says. She's found a winter wardrobe now. Poor powder blue Doc Martens, blue jeans and navy parka. That's an anorak. Her hair is done in 2 long French braids. We trudge on, mostly in silence, until I can't stand not talking about Rue anymore. Has Rue spoken to you about his thoughts on all this? I asked. For the first time since she came back from the river, a worried look across Lily's face. Her expression in the last few months have usually stuck to bafflement, righteous indignation and quiet reflection. Now there is something else, something flush with anxiety. For the first time in a long time she looks like a teenage girl. A little, she says hesitantly. It all seems to be changing for him. Yes, I say, relieved. She sees it too. I explained to her about the day in the car before he went to Dublin and how I told him to forget things. Lily's eyes go wide, the blue irises so pale and clear that they look drinkable. She tilts her head upwards as if planning to negotiate with the sky. Maybe. That's it, she begins nervously. And maybe the well is getting to him. Do you think, is he wavy? Sort of, but not as much. I don't think I noticed before. Maybe because yours was so noticeable, but I don't know. I have thoughts, Maeve. She looks at me sternly, like a drawing of a serious person. And if we weren't talking about Rue, I would laugh. Go on. When Nuella's daughter said that people go soft when a well is drained, she meant like normal people. I don't think she knew that it affects people like us too. The way we think, the non-normals. Yes, maybe, I don't know. Maybe because Rue is older than us and made away from us, and more in the normal world, the grow-up world, than we are. Lily continues passionate, her eyes going from clear sky to electrical blue. You, me and Fiona, we all have each other each day. to remind ourselves of what has happened to us, what we can do. But Rue is meeting new people all the time, and when you meet new people, you have to try to forget who you are, don't you? She says this last part with great conviction, as if this is a known fact about meeting new people. You have to forget yourself a bit so you can make room for them in your head. Right, I say, utterly perplexed. Of course. And he's forgetting too much, she continues grimly. He's forgetting. So what do? Spend more time with him? But he doesn't want to spend time with us, she replies. And it's like being punched in the stomach. She glances over at me and seems to genuinely regret saying it like that. Sorry. As we walk the rest of the way to school, I realize that I can handle anything, any amount of crazy children of Bridget antics, any amount of magic lost or gained, but this sense of Ruth slipping away from me and from everything we've went through is too much. It's unbearable. I had spent the month of August worrying that losing touch with Rue would mean having different schedules, or him being on tour while I'm at school. What I never would have expected was this forgetting, and now he's going away. We need to get something of Aaron's, I say, my voice fierce. We need to bind him so he can't drain any more. Magic, and we need to restore the well so Rue can remember again, and so people will stop acting like it's the 50s. Yes, Lily agrees. How are we going to do that? We are going to go to Aaron's house. When? Now, after school. If I miss another class, my mother is going to string me up. We walk on our steps together, feeling briefly more like predator than prey. When we get to the basement of the classroom, Fiona is coming out of Miss Banbury's office, looking, so my immense joy, happier than she has in weeks. I glance at the time. It's not even 9 yet. Hey, she says brightly. Hey, I reply, cocking my head. What were you, I decided to take your advice, about talking to someone impartial. Oh, wow, I replied, even more surprised. Let it not be said that Fiona Butterfield does not take direction. Fiona looks a little embarrassed, as if she is now admitting to being a girl with a problem. I didn't talk about any big stuff, but she said that I would try journaling all the stuff I didn't want to say out loud. I think that's a great idea. I beam. Yeah. Then I told her how nosy my mum is, and she said, well, just leave it in the locked drawer in my office, and she gave me this. Fiona slides a black spiral ring notebook out of a bag. She said I can write in it in the chokey and just leave it. I think there's more to Miss Banbury that meets the eye. So, wow. Let's have a look.